Leon Edwards and Belal Muhammad. Look, I love me some Belal Muhammad. Great on Twitter. Awesome fighter. Great dominant win a couple weeks ago over Diego Lima. But I got to be honest, guys. Leon Edwards might be the most underrated welterweight in the division right now. This guy's amazing. Yes, he's got a long layoff coming into this one. Hasn't fought since 2019. And that win over Rafael dos Anjos doesn't look as good as it did back in 2019. But I can't ignore the skill set of Leon Edwards. He has beat the who's who in that weight class. His last loss is to the current champ, Kamaru Usman. He's on an 8-fight win streak. And that is a lot more impressive than the overall resume of Belal Muhammad, who has been finished by Vicente Luque. He's also lost to, some other fighters. Alan Jouban, I know that was his debut, but you get what I'm saying here. I think that Leon Edwards has proven more in the octagon. Yes, he's got more to lose here, Leon Edwards. That is something to make note of, but I think Edwards will go out there and put on a great performance. He's had a couple training camps. This guy has not been sitting on the couch since 2019. He's been ready to fight, so I'm going to give the edge to Leon Edwards. I have to. I think on paper he's the better fighter, and I think he's going to show that on March 13th.
Leon Edwards. I think Leon Edwards is a phenomenal. I love Belal Muhammad as a fighter, an individual, an interview. I think he has a future on the UFC broadcast or whatever he wants to do moving forward. You have to keep a microphone in front of that individual. But short notice fight against Leon Edwards, who's basically been in fight camp since November, because they were originally supposed to fight Hamzat in December. I favor Leon Edwards. He's gonna be pissed about everything in the world. So yeah, he has the biggest to lose. I favor Leon, but Belal is awesome. If he had a full camp, it might be a different story, but yeah, Leon Edwards.
Leon Edwards is probably going to get this one done. All the respect in the world to Belal Muhammad for even taking this fight. I thought he looked phenomenal in the Diego Lima fight. But I think Leon Edwards, even though he's been on quite a break in the last couple of months, I still think
Leon Edwards, Belal Muhammad. It's weird because Belal Muhammad called out Li Jingliang after his win against Diego Lima. And, I thought he was kind of shooting a little timid there, but he somehow got himself an upgrade to the third best guy in the world at welterweight in Leon Edwards. Layoffs scare me. We saw how Li Jingliang capitalized on Santiago Ponzinibbio's long layoff, but that was a little bit different. Santiago, of course, suffering some really serious injuries. Leon Edwards has been more a matter of circumstance, having trouble getting fights booked, disagreements with the UFC, the pandemic. So he's been training, he's been active, and he's been working directly towards this goal of fighting for the UFC welterweight title. The layoff scares me, but I think Leon Edwards is a very masterful overall fighter. Belal Muhammad does a really great job of staying in your face, high pressure, good volume, but I think Leon Edwards is good enough at all those things to take a comfortable, hard-fought, but ultimately a clear decision win. I've got Leon Edwards over 5 rounds.
Leon Edwards versus what's his opponent's name?
Belal
I forget his
Muhammad.
name. I forget. Oh, that was a joke.
Oh, fuck me. Fuck me.
No, I'm a big fan of Belal Muhammad, and this is a great opportunity for him. Big props for him for taking that chance. Actually, I think for Muhammad, it's like if he loses this fight, it really does nothing negative toward his career, other than the bumps and the cuts and bruises he would take in a loss. But in terms of rankings and how the overall fan base sees him, if he loses this fight, it won't be that earth-shattering. Obviously, for Leon Edwards, this is a giant, very important fight for him. If he loses after being out for it, I feel like he's been out for like 3 or 4 years now. I don't know. I can't remember the last time Leon Edwards fought. I've seen him in clips and fight posters, but we just haven't seen him fight due to Corona and all sorts of shenanigans. But assuming this is the same Leon Edwards that we saw the last time in the cage, I do think Leon Edwards will win a dominant decision over Belal Muhammad.
Yeah, in this fight, very winnable for him. A big step up, a high risk, low reward for Leon, but, a good reward because the guy just needs to fight again against anybody. So he's taking that here. Boy, it is tough. Will Leon be rusty? If he is, and Belal fights with that pressure, that's a rough night potentially for Leon. But if we're going to look at who has been the better fighter, smarter fighter on their current runs, Leon Edwards is that guy. And I think it's a very tough matchup for him, but I'm not going to count him out just yet because he, does not lose very often. It's been a while since he lost. And yes, he's been inactive in the last year or so, but Leon Edwards, very, very good. And it's easy to forget that.